Ready to play some Jurassic Park today. Giving the playfield a little bit of a wipe.
Tour the spots where the legends play, arcade halls where time melts away. Drums and buzzers echo the sound of a tribe of joy we finally found. Grown up adjacent, but we're all in. Tilt the world with a cheeky grin. Positive vibes, let's take the lead. Pinball life.
Dodson. Well, as the stream is slowly getting some visitors, bit of a plan for today. I don't know. Working on my backhand for the C shot. I had a few successful runs at that yesterday, but
High scores rise and the good vibes grow. We're just here to have a blast, living moments that'll always last. Grown up adjacent, but we're all in. Tilt the world with a cheeky grin. Positive vibes, let's take the lead. Pinball life is all
all right.
we need.
Letting the intro slowly stop introing. What's up, Johnny Button? Well, good morning, everybody who comes to join us, spreading the pinball gospel on the daily. Today, I'm going to push the GC. That's my goal. Work my focus. I did an unheard of amount of pinball. I mean, maybe not for some people, but yesterday I streamed for 2 hours in the morning, about 2 hours in the afternoon, and then went to where we're doing this live stream tournament and played for a couple hours at night, but stood around for a while too. So my legs are about to give out from underneath me, but strategy today is going to be to give more attention to the Raptor Pit, try to actually hit my smart missile, move the truck, then not a Jeep, with a little bit of strategy. Yeah, that's right, John. Training for the expos. You know what? There's one of the first tournaments at a new arcade that's going up locally that has 50 machines from a collection. It's going to be a good spot, but the first tournament is during TPF. So I'll be out of town, which I would love to have been there, either playing in the tournament or at least, or live streaming it, or just being there. So I'm kind of bitter about that, but schedules are schedules. And yes, the expos, I train for expos every day. I wear my New Balance with my orthotics every day. So, but yeah, the thing about Expo, it's just so exciting. So many people to talk to, and you just can't not. You can't not be there, walking around, doing things, especially, I mean, if you're in this hobby, right? So, good morning, Space Junk. Welcome in.
You can run this whole park from this room with minimal staff for up to 3 days.
All right, enough of that song. So, good morning again, everybody. I'm Aaron. This is Grown Up Adjacent, where I play pinball. And also, I want to draw some attention to the new pinball memes group I am helping out modding or adminning. It is going to be the place
Rockhound
where...
932 subscribed to the channel for 3 months.
Awesome, Rockhound. Thank you, my friend, for the resub. Anyways, if you're on Facebook...
Morning, sir.
If you're on Facebook, thank you. If you're on Facebook, not only give me a follow, but head over to that new pinball memes group. Anyways, we always need more pinball memes. Shout out to Nitro Pinball, where I will be sending more money soon. And pinballswag.com, where I shill t-shirts that are cool, like this one. Anybody want a soda or something? I should say flog. Shill is like, that's when they suck, but these shirts are red. Try to do sing over the song so I don't get a copyright strike. It's funny. So for my Pokemon video that I did from that media day, I did one big video. I might break it up into interviews and stuff, or break the content up, but I did what they call, it's like an A/B test where you test different thumbnails. It's so funny how that works. Like, of the 3 thumbnails, like 70% clicked on one versus the other 2. It just goes to show how the algorithm and people's habits are on places like YouTube, but it's a fun thing to learn along the way. I've been on YouTube for, many years, but it's interesting how that type of algorithm stuff works and what catches people's attention, and you can't just copy and paste what other people do either, because you want your own style. So anyways, it's been an interesting ride over there.
Map complete. Shoot the left ramp.
Okay, so something strange happened. So I got the skill shot.
Changes your path.
Anyways. I thought I got the skill shot and then...
Shoot the T-Rex.
Anyways.
That was close. T-Rex multiball.
Alrighty, alright. Let's go. Ow.
There's more poking out for.
One thing I really need to work on,
Escape is lit.
sometimes I really push the buttons too hard. That's one thing I really got to work on. You decided I need Rush? You know what? So, Uncanny X-Men, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have all probably played or seen Uncanny X-Men. Man, that game is growing on me. Industry Arcade, where I was last night doing some testing, they had their version is quite dialed in, so everything feels wide and smooth. I can't explain it, but I don't know.
skill shot.
Gotta master that.
Remarkable.
Cheers. Net Pizza Jake, what's up? Yeah, so you're totally right. That I was I don't remember exactly which, podcast. We all listened to probably quite a few of them, but Uncanny X-Men's one of those ones. It's like if it's not, built correct, if it has one little flaw or ball guide that's just installed wrong, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And you probably need to put hours and hours on it to determine exactly what needs to get fixed or if it should get fixed, which is kind of unfortunate, but that was part of its launch headache, right? Like, it had these flaws right out of the box, which kind of sucks. I wish it had a bit more time in the oven and a little bit more time to test because, yeah. Even a game like this that is a pretty tried and true design, even yesterday I pointed out a couple things where the ball guide, the metal rail around the whole back was kind of mounted wrong, so it's just kind of poking out. And some game owners or operators spot those things right away, make an adjustment, hammer it back into place, or undo a screw, move it, tighten it. But it sucks when a cool game like that, that's like a family type of title, but still, nonetheless, I want it. I played it last night. I had so much fun playing it. Anyways. So my move fully doesn't work. Yeah, Cyberknife, that's the thing, like, while we're chatting, I just had a dog shit game, so let's chat. But, so the thing about games that are sitting at the distributor, I think a lot of people get into the mindset that you gotta go and get whatever is the new and shiny, that the new and shiny is the only way. I have to have the newest game. And then there's those boxes gathering dust, having birthdays on the shelf that are truly like freaking awesome games. And anytime I go to Nitro Pinball, they're a distributor that actually has the stock. So I go through the warehouse, I'm like, oh man, this is tough. They've got a Elvira, they've got a Stranger Things Premium, they've got, everything's there. And you're like, yeah, I came here to buy this game, whatever the game is. But man, there's these titles that are so-called older, but they're banger games. And that's the thing. One time too, Tommy from Nitro Pinball tells me, he's like, all the games are good. They all have the same amount of stuff in them. And this was his take. I'm paraphrasing, by the way, but his take from a distributor standpoint, they all were designed to do the same purpose. And a lot of the time, the theme really shines. Like if it's for me, John Wick, Jurassic Park, Jaws, those themes I love. But anyways, I think our buying decisions are really pushed by the kind of biased pinball media. I try so hard to not be that. It's hard though, because I like new shiny things too. But so for example, like last night when I was sitting there playing Uncanny X-Men, I'm like, this game is better than a lot of games. And it's not one of the best games, but it has some things that in my pinball journey, I really like. I like the Jack Danger signature. I like the Jack Danger signature where the ball comes across one side to the other. Foo Fighters, I love Foo Fighters. I find after I play Foo Fighters, I swear my eyes hurt from tracking so tightly. Like my eyes are watching tennis left or right. But anyways. Plus, when I look at the Uncanny X-Men, I'm like, man, I could upgrade that and it would look... I don't know if I have any real use for the premium version. The Pro looked pretty nice. You know what else? I mean, not that I'm not gonna talk forever, but last night playing at a well-run arcade, industry arcade, so nicely run arcade. Their games have lots of plays on them, but they're clean, everything works, and I have a newfound love for pro models. I'll be completely honest. I played Jaws in the pro model. I played King Kong in the pro model. And there is something to be said about a little bit more open play field. You can see stuff better. The shots feel more open. So I had a lot of fun last night playing pretty much all pro games. I played, Iron Man, Uncanny X-Men, Jaws, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters. What about the freaking flippers? Oh my goodness. But yeah, Pizza Jake, like the pro on X-Men, the only thing, like they have really good lighting, like the GI lighting in that, but man, would that game have been a banger if it had expression lighting. Oh my goodness. That would have been so sweet. Yeah, so Space Junk, the Pokemon Pro was absolutely fine. The only thing is, how cool is it if the ball shakes? Like when you, I don't know. I maybe had 20 games on that, but when you like catch them and the tracking of the, Pikachu watching the ball move, that was kind of cool, but I don't know. Yeah, the Pro is fine in that game too. I haven't played Beatles in a long time, but you know what? I was asked last night about Led Zeppelin. The owner from industry is looking at possibly getting a Led Zeppelin. I'm like, well, if you like the music, that's the draw. The game is, I think, a little bit, I don't want to say simple, but it's been called a little more simple, but.
The system's going to be compiling for 18 to 20 minutes. So some of the minor systems, they might go on and off for a while, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just a simple thing.
Just simple thing, the cages and the electricity and all the safety stuff in the dinosaur park, but Yeah, I mean, Pizza Jake, like I would probably choose other titles before I chose that one, but yeah. Let's do a little bit more of this. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. For those of you who are just getting here on the different medias, I'm feeling a little bit of pinball fatigue from playing for so much yesterday, but I had to come back and play Jurassic Park. I felt like I was finding the shots, being able to defend a little bit better after playing it quite a bit yesterday, but also Busted Chops. What's up? Welcome in, Document Engineer. Pizza Jake. Going through the chat, looking up.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
What else? So last game, I swear, I got the skill shot and it like didn't notice.
Skill shot.
Free time.
Control. What's going on?
We've been hacked. I've lost control of the system. Electric trucks, fences, phones, it's the whole park.
I don't know how to blow it up, Pizza Day. I'll try. Yeah.
To set trap targets.
What? Oh, in a hybrid. What's a hybrid? There we go. H. Oh, cool, cool. Let us know how that goes. As I was getting ready, test playing a bunch of games last night, I realized like how limited my tournament knowledge truly is.
Gameroom is captured. Shoot white arrows to spell mana.
Rex, welcome to the stream, my friend. What's up?
Use action button to select award. 3, 2, 1. Missile away.
One day I'll have that Jeep prepped in the right order and I will actually hit the missile. It is goats heavy.
Right jaw.
I didn't even try to defend that. Hoping to like re-find my groove. I feel like I was in a real good groove yesterday. Oh my goodness.
Was close.
Jesus Christ. Right. The focus has left. Okay. Nedry.
The short range is your path. Shoot the T-Rex.
So at least it kind of somewhat knows I hit the T-Rex, but it didn't register properly. I'm not hitting the right ramp effectively today. Or the left ramp. So Rex, yeah, I can. It's like not working like, you know, whatever game I was playing last. I'll demonstrate. It just rolls off the tip. And shit. So barely. Basically no. One thing, I have to check this. Hold on. So I have a question for the chat. So are aprons different? Are aprons sometimes like, is it on a different angle? Or are they just all the same? Because to me, it feels like this one's back further, but like, look at my camera's mounted on the edge and I can't see the lit button. Yeah, I felt to me like actually like just specifically Jurassic Park was on, but no. Okay.
This is Control. Can anyone hear us? A virus has taken over the system. This looks like Nedry's code. Why would Nedry do this?
I could be wrong, but it does feel like it's just a little further back. One of my side quests is to order precision flippers for basically everything, but because then you can kind of like, I don't want to call it cheating, but you can adjust outside the designer's intentions. And I did talk about this yesterday, but so like there's the dot for the flipper. So what happens when the ball is coming down here, you can see it, by the time it gets to the tip, it's there's a space. So as it rolls down, then there's a space by like about 1/8 of an inch if it's at the end. So it's kind of bouncing. And to me, I know that is designer's intention sometimes, but part of me always wonders, like, did they just adjust it wrong at the factory? You know what I mean? They got to have a jig, right? You'd think they have a jig, but...
The sick trap targets.
Yeah, I know you can adjust it from underneath, but the cool thing about the precision flippers, Rex, is you can just do it like from the top with like, you know, it's pretty easy. Use it to customize the games, make them. I mean, the thing is though, like, I am a bit of a, I don't want to say I'm a purist, but if the designer wants it to be hard down here, sometimes it's for a reason. But plus, then if you make too many little adjustments at your home machine and you go and play it on location, you're like, holy shit, my game's way easier than that. Yeah, I know, Loren. Gotta restart a game. That copywritten music, right? Unless I sing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's slightly less work, yeah.
Control. Open the gate. Opening the main gate. We'll make a warden out of you yet.
Adjusting flippers, I'll be completely honest, is one of those things that like I try to avoid. Like I hate doing. Especially on some games where, yeah, like I don't understand the mechanics of it completely. And like I made, so Galactic Tank Force, when it arrived here, like the flippers were kind of like off. Like, so I went to adjust it, and then I have to adjust the end of stroke switch. And then it was something that I did not enjoy doing. But so the aluminum bat makes it harder to control the ball. That's interesting. Yeah, because I have heard that there is an amount of flex in these that we all get used to. That like if you high speed the camera, if you use a high speed camera, these do flex kind of like an airplane wing when you hit the ball. So I've heard that too. And that the plastic can kind of absorb some of the, if you're dead bouncing. I don't know. There's so many variables, but well, from what I've heard too, like D-Dosed on this channel is a fan of precision flippers, and Silver Ion. I was gonna say, I've heard some people are anti-precisions. I was listening to a podcast and the girl was saying, she's like, I was in a tournament and half the machines had the precision flippers, and it was like I'd never played the machine before. That's what they said. So, but yeah.
Skill shot. Great job. The truck changes your path.
Oh. Come on. One thing I really like about Jurassic Park, it's a small detail, but it's like the posts were positioned so well. So for example, if the ball is rolling down from that O lane, that rolls past the flipper, the post just kind of bumps it. Or if it's coming back down from there, the little rubber ring, nudge ring there kind of bumps it. It's like those little details that some games, they just don't polish or like, you know, give enough attention to. I don't want to have like what do you say? A premonition. I just don't feel like I'm going to be hitting any high scores today. Like, I feel like I might be a little bit mentally and physically exhausted from pinball yesterday. Yesterday I felt super dialed in the morning.
Something's wrong with the park systems. They're all going down. I can't get this system back without Dennis Nedry. Where's Nettie? Shoot the set trap target. DNA collected. Feed T-Rex. Shoot the T-Rex.
All right, let's get back in the groove. Ashkor, welcome to the stream, my friend. Yeah, I'm struggling to find the groove for Jurassic Park. Sometimes it just comes. Sometimes it's like the Meatloaf song. Sometimes it don't come at all. What was he talking about? Meatloaf confusing us.
We need to rescue the employee.
Well, the thing is, though, Ashkor, you're on a path. You're on a path that, like, is a pretty good part of people's pinball journey. Like, when you just commit time to playing pinball, like, you can get pretty good pretty fast. And the thing is, just be aware of, you know, solidify some bad habits. I had to break some bad habits that I've had. Even some games can build bad habits. Like, I find that after I played John Wick, I'm like, everything's shooting on the fly for like 2 days after. Like, it creates bad habits. But I know, like, John, like, what did Meatloaf want from us? Why couldn't he just speak to us and say what he meant?
Gallimimus captured. Use action button to select award. 3, 2, 1. Missile away. Smart missile missed. Shoot white arrows to spell mouth.
It's like today, I swear to God, my eyes are not talking to my fingers. It's like some sort of impairment.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, so Analog Loran, like, I don't disagree. This is, it makes you think. So the T-Rex ramp, it's one, it's a wide ramp, and because you can get in the groove to hit it pretty early on, and start, you know, a lot of fun happens at the T-Rex. But to start the big modes, like to go through the letters, of course, they make the O shot so tight. And I do find that this outlane eats a lot of balls. And one thing I think I would benefit from is possibly moving it to more like a 7-degree pitch, but I don't know. Yeah, I do find this game hard. I do. I love the mode progression though, the sound. The rules are, you know. But yeah, Ashkor, I was at Industry Arcade, just testing out all their games. And our tournament director, co-director, Adrian, he was going through the menus, deciding what we're gonna do for tournament day. He's run tournaments in other places, and so we had to go through and kind of play test the games, like make them hard but not too hard. And anyways, so that was what we were doing last night. Unfortunately, we kind of stood around talking for probably an hour, but there was some strategy we had too, so. Yeah, Ashcore, the good thing is in a recent code update for Godzilla, they made it so when you're doing the Geigen mode, the ramps mode, you don't need to hit the left one. You can just spam the right one. It used to be you like needed to hit both, but
Great job. This game is now.
to me it looks like my T-Rex is like a little bit off center, and I think it matters. See? Yeah. It's so it is such a good sculpt, like he like looks up at you. Goodness. Anyways. Trying to hypothesize what I could do a little bit better. So Rex, I think that the T-Rex is better than Dungeons and Dragons, Wrath. But Wrath is pretty cool too, but I think Wrath is too big. They put, you know, Wrath takes up so much space, but it is pretty cool the moment that Wrath produces, the 8-ball multi-ball. It's crazy. Like I've seen, you know, grown men light up like, holy shit, what's going on at the Seattle Pinball Museum. And that's when I knew they got it right with Wrath the Relentless, the dragon on D&D. And then what the building mech does in Godzilla is obviously super cool. It's been, I almost feel like it was a little bit not copied, but how in Harry Potter they built the, you know, the staircase, and it's so, you know, a vertical mech, but it changes the ball path is what I mean. I like things that change the game with a subtle movement. They're active. I think those are like the high value mechs. And I don't know, for games like Star Wars, I don't know how they could have added stuff like that, but I do feel like maybe Star Wars is like light one mech. But I had some great games on Star Wars, and I've really fallen in love with it for a while. I was like, man, this game is mean. But like I said, more practice, more hours on it. I think I now, probably from live streaming it and playing it, I probably have around 40 hours playing Fall of the Empire. So I've started to, you know, get a little bit better at it. And but its learning curve was, I don't know, learning curve. It took me a long time to get remotely good at it. Yeah, I mean, I love inline. I love inline drop targets too. I was playing last night Pulp Fiction, and so anytime I've played Pulp Fiction, it's been in a busy arcade, like people in there. I couldn't hear the call outs. This is at a industry arcade, had it in like family-friendly mode, so the callouts were a little less awesome, but I was able to get some time on the game. I probably played about 5 games on it, where I've never played 5 games straight on Pulp Fiction before. But man, that game was fun too. It is also hard, but it has some, for not having a LCD, and but the sound design is pretty good. It's one I wish that the sound design was better, but for the concept they were going for, I think I feel like they had some goalposts set very clearly by, you know, Mr. Tarantino and his people. So Rex, yes, I have probably played about 6 games on Winchester at Arcade, the 2 expos, the big expo and then Houston expo I played. I think it is going to be an enjoyable game. I really like what the turntable changes the direction of the ball. I think it's going to be a hard game, but I felt that the shots felt very well designed and spaced out, and there's a ton of variety in that game. But make no mistake, it's not going to be an easy game. No one's going to call Winchester an easy game. So, but I didn't feel it to be a brick fest or a drain fest at all. And I don't remember, you know, I can't remember the mode specifically. I don't remember much about the mode progression, and also partly because it was in a noisy arena at, not an arena, a conference room in, conference place in, so the quiet room at Pinball Expo, Barrels had the quiet room, but so we stayed late, and like, but the problem is the quiet room, like everyone stuffed themselves in there. So then the quiet room wasn't quiet. It was like, oh, now it's the loud room. I'm like, couldn't everyone wait outside? Could the waiting chairs be outside? But anyways. But anyways, yeah, happy Thursday. Is it Thursday today? Nice to have everyone in the chat. I do have a Winchester ordered too. I have a deposit on it. I have no idea when mine is coming. I do know a Beetlejuice is coming soon. Stay tuned. Part of me would, part of me is thinking of maybe I just don't even unbox Beetlejuice, sell it to some whale, and then buy 3 premiums or pros, 3 pros of Stern. So Analog Loren, that's a great question. I do have more space, but it's the finances. I probably will need to peel off a few games soon to support some new games. Unless I get a bonus at work or something, but I don't count those eggs before they hatch because it's overdue. And there, it worked, Rex. It worked, but yesterday it didn't work barely at all. I know. The thing that's goofy is last time I played this game, it worked all the time. So maybe my timing was different. Oof. So the question is, Rex, do we go and get on that dealer list for the next one? I feel like the dealer lists may have some flat out speculators in them at this point. I was hearing yesterday that actually on the Flippin' Out podcast with Zach Meny and Griso. I forget the one. I have plenty of sleep. It's just I'm in brain fog today. But Dennis, the truth is though, collectibles are what people are putting money in sometimes. So, well, yeah, I know. The truth is, like, basically, the pinball dealers become your dealer. There is an addiction in here. That late night call. Hey man, you got those X-Men's, man? What I wonder is how many people make significant buying decisions late at night for pinball machines, or like not sober buying decisions. Yeah, Ascor, they're gonna get it. Some people will get it. There we go. Not in this game.
They sent us some help.
That O shot. You only hit the O shot when you don't need to hit the O shot. Come on. Goat.
Use action button to select award. 3, 2, 1. Missile away.
I should have left that truck turned the other way. But yeah, talking about the Pokemon or Beetlejuices or Winchester, any of these, it all depends on your market too. So my little pinball bubble here, the market is extremely small. So people can actually, I believe, get those high prices because they're not near, there's no games like around. And so It's not like, let's say you're in Los Angeles proper, and so there will be 10 speculators selling their games for MSRP plus $7,000 or something. Well, here, there won't be any for sale. So if one goes for sale, it'll get crazy money from that one or two whales. And so if you're in a pinball desert, those places, that's where you get your big money. I've even heard, so that's partly why also people will choose Pinside, but if you just put it on Marketplace and you're in a pinball desert, like you're highly likely to see those actual sales numbers, but I don't know. Who knows? Like I had the game muted. Oh my God. I should set like a timer, like a net amount of pinball that I can play in a day, because today it's just like it's like I didn't sleep, but I slept for like 7 hours. I just did too much yesterday.
Great job.
I'm not hitting anything right now.
I'm having the system save your behind.
The thing is, like, yesterday I felt laser focused. Like I was hitting everything. Maybe I wasn't actually hitting everything, but I felt like I was hitting everything. And when you kind of lose that shot confidence, I know. I'm just going to take a quick washroom break. I'll be right back.
Neon flicker, shadows fire, coffee stains on arcade nights. Tilt the world, spin the game. Culture lost, but still the same. Pinball, dreams in the glow. Steel ball rolls, where does it go? Arcade lights keep me alive, buzzing on the world's behind. Fingers dance, buttons scream. The machines are God, it feeds the dream. Caffeine shakes, quarter drops. Culture fades, but it never stops. Pinball, dreams in the glow. Steel ball rolls, where does it go?
All right. Maybe I'll come back fresh
Lights keep me alive.
fresh and recharged. We'll see. Okay. Let's get back into this.
Till the warning
usually in between games, before I hit the start button, like I legitimately try to come up with a bit of a strategy. Like what could I do better on the next game? I do it in the arcade. I do it in a tournament if I'm playing. But man, looking at that last game, I wasn't able to hit the T-Rex consistently. The right ramp was like, yeah. I can't think of a shot I was able to hit consistently other than the Raptor Pit. And I wasn't trying. This is...
Thought you were one of your big brothers. You so bad.
All right, let's hope this is going to be a fresh one. A fresh, a fresh game. Warm-up. The warm-up game is over. Da, 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 da. I don't know. The new guy.
Jurassic Park. This is Control. Can anyone hear us? A virus has taken over the system. This looks like Nedry's code. Why would Nedry do this? Loading team, step away.
See, that T-Rex isn't going to move. There it is.
Super track.
And I hit the fucking other shot that was just lit. Oh my god. That's hilarious. So, I used the super trank to lock the T. It's so funny. What's up, new follower?
Welcome to the grown-up adjacent community. Vergrin_22.
Goats. More goats.
Action button to select award. 3, 2,
I'm not gonna hit it though.
1. Missile away.
I should by default leave the Jeeps facing the other way.
DNA collected.
Oh my god. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm having the system.
That's annoying. Clifford.
Say the magic word. It's okay. T-Rex chase.
What's up, Dustin Echo? I know that's Dustin Echoes. There we go. I turned down the sound alerts a hair too. There we go. Yeah, I think there's a chance it's I can turn it down a little bit. It's abrupt. It's abrupt.
Excellent work. Great job. Shoot white arrows to spell map.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Security systems overridden.
Yeah, see,
You're
that's
in
a
the
little
clear.
better. Whatever. Virus is fine.
Virus attack. Never screwed up the entire system. Access security.
You're now entering the Dilophosaurus paddock. 7 staff remain in the paddock.
We're going to see
the snipe! That was the nicest shot of the day. Maybe this is when things turn around.
Pteranodon attack.
I mean, it is a little chaotic, right? Fucking quad drain.
We still need your help.
See. Get to the chopper.
All right, maybe I'll start chaos right over again. That would be fun.
Remarkable.
Come on, ball. Stucky ball. Oh, I am starting chaos all over again.
Maximum charge. Dilophosaurus captured.
Control room ready.
No. Fatigued.
Shoot again. Subsystems coming back online.
All right.
Restore power. I can follow this schematic and talk you through this.
Okay, charged.
Great job.
Feeding compound. Check.
Oh, I dropped the ball. Freaking hell. Dang.
Shoot again.
Bitch.
DNA collected.
Well, let the baboon out of the sleeve. What do we get?
DNA collected at your mother's house last night.
You're at the Ankylosaurus paddock. You're all six dead in the paddock.
We've got to save as many people as we can.
Shoot the set trap targets. T-Rex encounter. Everyone stay alert.
Man, that shaker
Coming out of
motors.
the T-Rex paddock. Ankylosaurus captured.
I feel like I finally have gained a bit of focus. Spinners at maximum charge. Extra ball! Supply drop inbound. What's up, Skullbox? I feel like I've finally woken up. Or not. I don't know.
Wow.
You're now entering the T-Rex paddock.
Alright.
8 staff members are trapped.
Maybe they shouldn't have been in there. Oh, come on. Fuck. I know. So right. That's totally true.
I'm not paying you to dilly-dally in the outlane.
A successful DNA combo. Super Trent armed and ready.
Come on, go right back down.
Bonus. the amber mine.
Oh, went past it. Ooh, bastard. Did I get it? Shit. Immortachi, welcome in also. Skullbox, what's up?
Targets by the trucks at the trap.
Let's try to snipe that cast. Ooh! It's funny. I was self-preserving my shoulders there. Like I could really hard nudge this, but
Shoot again. Shoot the T-Rex. Shoot the T-Rex.
come on. Or that.
You keep
No,
saying
we can't.
darts. We got darts in here.
Let's do this.
System boot. Shutting down the entire system is the only way to wipe out everything Nedry did.
Ah, bitch. Thank you.
Switch one, off.
Oh, flipper crotch.
T-Rex.
Thank you, Skullbox. I appreciate it. I know. Oh, the flipper crotch. I feel like Dungeons and Dragons has the worst flipper crotch. It's like big and plastic. I would be happy to just break a billion.
Control room ready.
Backhand fail. Oh! Do something else, but
Anybody want a soda or something?
so
Couldn't have done it without you.
typically flipper crotch. Have you guys heard the term flipper crotch before? So when the flipper, I'll show you. I'll show you my flipper. Well, high score number 2 at least. You know, I feel like I'm not a complete failure. I've been fighting my fatigue today, and I hate when I get like that. But so I believe that location is called the flipper crotch. So when you think you're gonna bounce pass or drop cat, if you think you're gonna bounce pass like, and it hits there, it just immediately drains rather than doing the obvious thing, which is bounce to the upper flipper. So if the ball's coming, you know, gently down the playfield and it hits that and drains, yeah, it loses the momentum and goes in the drain and there's nothing you can do. I think it was on either the Wedge Head. Yeah, I think it was the Wedge Head podcast. They called it the flipper crotch. And anyways, oh, I don't want to hear that shit. But I think I'm going to end on a high note. I know there's, you know, a good amount of people watching, but I'm going to go to work and be productive and hopefully be around this afternoon or this evening to hang out with you guys. But thank you, Hamburger. Also, if anyone is in the watching today and you're not a follower, click that follow button. I was surprised to see that some of my subscribers aren't followers, which is not like the end of the world, but you might miss a go live notification. So click that follow button, do the things. The good thing is, when I start my live stream, I don't go, hey guys, here we are playing Jurassic Park today. I do something similar, but anyways. Man, I'm glad I had a half decent game to leave before I go to work, because I was like struggling today for sure. This afternoon, if I get lazy, no, I'm gonna move to a new game. Part of me wants to play Terminator 2, but you know, Galactic Tank Force is heavily overdue to be played, so I'll probably play that, but GTF, I know that's what you want. I want to play it too. It is fun.
Flashing lights and a silver ball. The room's alive. We've got it all. Tilt the game, but don't you fall. Bells are ringing, scores climbing high. Spin the wheel, let's turn.
Captain Cayenne. Well, she's there.
Pinball dreams, yeah, they're calling me. Flippers snapping endlessly. Grown up adjacent, we're free to be.
There we go. Little Captain Cayenne. Maybe that will be what we play this afternoon. I don't know. It's a fun one. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the time I get to spend with those of you in the chat, wherever you are, working, lurking, hanging out, coming to the channel. It's fun. Gets me in a good headspace for when I go to work, and then my soul can be crushed by my job. I come home, play a bit more pinball, but next week I'll be in the Anaheim area at the Natural Products Expo. If you guys are Anaheim adjacent, I'll probably be hitting up Asylum Brewing. It's a fun spot. They always have good games. It's not too far. Maybe a few other spots in that area. I thought about making the drive. Depends if we have a rent-a-car, if we're just Ubering, but I thought I might go see the guys at On Tilt, the Ace Gilgi location. So we'll see. I just don't know if I'm on the rental car drive list. We'll see. Or if we even have a rental car. Okay, I'm gonna head out. There's no other pinball channels on, so I'm not gonna raid anywhere. But if you need to keep watching pinball, go over to my YouTube channel. I can shill YouTube. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. It was fun to hang out. I will catch you on the next stream. And yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, so Doc and Engineer, there's a place called Asylum Brewing. It's a cool little spot. It's just a little like craft brewery, but they have about 10 games, I think. So I might try to see if I can head there one of the nights when it's not a tournament night. We're going to Disneyland. This is a work trip, so I may not have time to go out, but I would like to try to. My brother and I, he's a little bit of a pinhead. I'm trying to get him addicted. Yeah, so Asylum Brewing, they had, last time I was there, they had an Evil Dead, they had, I think, a Harry Potter, but it's a cool little spot. It's a little craft brewery. But cool people there, and somewhat, you know, pretty safe part of town, which matters. This is the same Santa Ana area that I went to, and we I don't remember the name of the club, but it was like more of a nightclub pinball place. We went on karaoke night, and we're like, yeah, man, we look like narcs in here. We do not fit in. Anyways, but we went to play pinball on karaoke night, which, you know, we should know better. No one wants to listen to the pinball machines when they're singing. But yeah, I'll be in the area, so possibly be social, but yeah, it'd be nice. I'm going to head off to work, and I'll see you on the next chat. Hit up the Discord. Also, if you're looking for some new pinball memes, follow me on the Faceplace. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Chat soon. And yes, Dustin echoes Henry. I will try to play the Indiana Jones when I'm there. But my main purpose at Disneyland is, so I'm a nostalgia. Okay, you know, I'm not going to storytell too much, but when it comes to Disneyland, so growing up, my family business, we're distributors, and so when I was a kid, our main supplier was in Anaheim, right on, you know, Harbor Boulevard or something, tiny little store. And so as a kid, I got to go to Anaheim like once a year to see this supplier. And we would go to Disneyland, not every time, but most times. And we would just go for a couple hours, because you used to be able to drive up to Disneyland. My dad would drop us off. He'd go park the car. He wouldn't even really come in for much. But as a kid, like, my friends hated me because I went to Disneyland every year, and they, like, some of them never got to go. But anyways, so I was in Anaheim a lot as a kid, sometimes twice a year, and then trade shows and stuff. It was Glitter Boy adjacent. Yes, we were in the health and beauty distribution business, and we still are, but it's part of the business. But yeah, it was part of my life story. But anyways, some of those parts I share, some of them I keep close. I keep them behind a paywall. I'm just kidding. But no, I'll tell. Some stories I don't like to put publicly, but they're not negative. It's my personal life. But yeah, Glitter Boy adjacent from that health and beauty distribution part of my life. Okay, I'm gonna head out. You guys are awesome. I'm glad I had a less shitty game to end on.